I'm so glad I use stingers that work every time. Hello everybody, it's me, Valerie Valkyrie, flying in from the top rope.
And I'm here too!
Hello, hello.
I'm back after my,
After your takeover.
I'm back after my takeover.
Did you
Novella
have fun?
takeover. I did. We wired so many ghosts.
Oh, really?
We listened.
There was a clip on the channel that was posted, and it didn't really look like Ghostwire. Ghostwire looked different.
Yeah, that's the DLC.
Oh.
They already released it. But it's like super secret. You have to like beat the game in like real gamer moments. You have to do 75 backflips and you unlock the DLC.
Oh my god, I don't even know how to do backflips.
Yeah, exactly. I am real gamer. Anyways, don't check the VOD. Hi guys!
Your cold's better too, they say.
It is much better.
Nobody mentioned that the stream was scheduled for May. I didn't realize.
I'll be honest. I didn't even notice until, like, before the stream started. You were like, hey, I can't select this whenever we're about to go live. And I was like, I wonder why that is.
Oh, my hand is all better. I no longer have a burn. It's still
She
like
ran
red.
it under cold water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ran it under cold water for like 3 hours straight. That's how you cure a burn. It's like how I get rid of my colds by drinking like 6 liters of orange juice and 4 pots of tea in a day. It clears it right up.
That doesn't sound correct.
I mean, it works. Maybe my body's just broken.
I heard you had to like sweat out colds. So like you just make yourself sweat?
Like, that also sounds like something I've heard. I just drown myself. But it's an orange juice, so it's okay. Hi! Hello?
Hello?
What are we playing today? Are we watching the State of Game?
The State of Games, that's what we're playing. Can you believe
Heck
that
yeah.
E3 is canceled? Can you believe this shit?
Yeah, video games are over!
They've ruined my career.
No more video games!
Our best stream just got canceled, and there's nothing we can do about it.
We're gonna have to figure out something else we can do for E3. We gotta make our own presentation.
Apparently, the Summer Games Fest by Jeff Keighley is still going on. And that was like at the same time.
I mean, that's good. That's something.
Yeah, it's like Game Awards 2.
Game Awards 2! Imagine that I'm doing the fucking, like, Peggle 2 hop.
The jump.
Yeah, the jump.
We'll make our own E3. Oh, hell yeah.
We will!
The Valerie Valkyrie video game
we'll make video games.
Out.
Yeah, we'll make video games out of cardboard and, like, paper
like
animation.
Nintendo. Like when Nintendo
was,
like
obsessed
Nintendo. With, like, yarn for some reason that one time. And they made, like, 30 games that were yarn-based.
Exactly!
What
we
was
can do
up with
that.
Whose idea was that?
I don't know, man. There are just weird trends that pop up in games sometimes. I was going to make a comparison and then I realized the comparison has nothing to do with video games.
Oh.
Because I was about to say, it's like how that one year, like, Surf's Up and Happy Feet happened at the same time. It's like, why were people making movies about penguins all of a sudden?
That's true. Like, every year there's a thing at E3. Like, there's a trend. Like, last year it was werewolves.
Yeah, werewolves were pretty big last year.
And that one year it was dogs. And then one year it was ships and, like, pirates.
Yeah.
I wonder what would have been the thing this year. We'll never know. Maybe
we'll
it was
never know
VTubers.
Now. It could have been VTubers. We could have started our own video games. And it would have been announced at E3, and we wouldn't have known until E3.
Yeah, they just stole our likeness and put us in games.
Yeah, exactly. and they didn't pay us any royalties, so we get nothing out of it.
We sue them.
We sue them!
We get really
And we accomplish one of Val's big life dreams.
My biggest life dream. The only thing on my bucket list.
Is to sue someone and win.
Yeah, and get really rich. I just want somebody to, like, hit me with their car, because, like, then I just win. That's why I'm still wearing my mask. Even though the mandates are gone in Canada. I just want somebody to hit me.
So someone will hit you with their car?
Yeah. They'll be like, hey, take that thing off! And then they'll hit me.
Val, on stream, you mentioned, oh yeah, I want someone to hit me with their car. I want to go through surgery.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
What?
Why do you want bodily harm to come to yourself?
Because it's fun. I'm like that guy.
I cannot relate, but okay.
I'm like that guy from the Kaito Files who just liked pain.
So you're a masochist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but not in a creepy way. I just like to be hurt.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
I mean, masochism doesn't have to be creepy. It just has to be like, oh, I like being hurt. So that's why Val keeps gaslighting us. It's bait.
I'm not gaslighting anybody. We were talking about this before stream, and it's you guys who gaslight me.
Yeah, because you guys say shit like, oh, Novella's quiet. Novella's quiet. And then I listen to the stream, and I'm like, I'm fine. You're asking yourselves to be follow a curse, which is me yelling and destroying all eardrums in like a 30-mile radius.
Yeah, because you guys say that Novella's quiet. She's now at max volume for everybody.
And also, if this has to do with the bagel thing again, we say it the same!
We do say it the same. Bagel.
We do say it the same! We're not gaslighting you! Bagel! It's the same! Anyways.
Novella's a little quiet. We might want to turn her up.
I want to believe that's a bit.
Vernon, I will end you.
You want me to talk like this the whole time?
Oh my god.
Because I can do it!
Oh my god. Please don't. Please don't. I have the worst headphones.
I won't. Oh, I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
I can't turn you down for myself at all, even if I wanted to.
I'm so sorry.
Who are these two?
Oh, right. I voiced the lady.
Were they?
Yeah, that's a little better. Okay. Yeah, anyways, I think they were brother and sister.
I remember them dating.
Or something.
And then we were
What the
freaked out
fuck?
that
Okay.
they were dating and they looked the same.
Okay, look at the court record and go through the people, because we've forgotten everything.
There's my attorney's badge.
Okay, we know.
Why does
we know
he
these
have
guys.
his hat on?
Yeah, that's weird. Put your hat on, sir.
Okay, Soseki Natsume, a scholar sent to Britain by the Japanese government to further his study of English. He's the defendant accused of attempted murder. He also comes on books.
He also comes on so many books.
The pages are all stuck together. Iris Wilson, 10 years old, an extraordinary young girl who lives with Mr. Sholmes. She has a degree in medicine and is the author of a popular series of short stories. Joan Garadeb, 38, Mr. Garadeb's wife, who poses as the household maid merely to keep up appearances in the neighborhood. She is in attendance today as a member of the jury, which is odd, right? Because we think she might be connected to the case.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why are they allowing her on the jury? Like, I get it is the Victorian ages, and maybe it just they hadn't figured out that that was a bad idea yet, but You'd think that in a city as big as London, they could have found literally anybody else.
Yeah, like the clown, but he also might be related.
Like the clown. He might be.
John Garrideb. He's only 46.
It's the guy that talks like this. I remember this man.
He looks so old.
He looks very old. He looks like he's in his 60s, like, at youngest. How is he 46?
Like, in the olden days, times were tough. You just aged, like,
I
rapidly.
get that, but I feel like we've got other characters in the cast who are, like, nearly this age, and they do not look that old. Gregson is 2 years younger than this man! Strongheart is older! Why does he look like that?
Because that's his wife, and she abuses him, right? She, like, slaps the shit out of him. And, like, pours hot tea on him.
I guess stress can make you look older?
Stress can totally make you look older. That's why I look so young.
Fair.
Maybe he's a masochist too.
Also, hi Cadence, welcome to the stream.
Hello. A retired army man who's the landlord of the lodgings rented by the defendant, Mr. Natsume. An old knee injury means he's confined to a chair most of the time. Oh right, he took an arrow to the knee in the war, right?
Yeah, he did. He took an arrow to the knee. And also, that is a good point.
Herlock Sholmes, 34. There's not a person in the world who hasn't heard of this famous great detective. Not a person except me, apparently. Baroque Van Zykes, 32.
It's Snape.
It's Snape, Severus Snape. A prosecutor known as the Reaper of the Bailey, though concrete details about the man are not forthcoming. He's a mystery. Okay, so these three are, like, all related.
They've gotta be. I was just thinking that. I was like, should I say that it looks like they're all related? Like, I guess Olive, like, has more saturated blonde hair.
And her eyes might be green. But look it.
And that's true. Also, wait a minute. Yeah, they are married. The cop and the lady. They are married. So they're not siblings already.
That's gonna be a twist, isn't it? I think it's gonna be a twist.
God, I hope not.
The victim of this case, who was found with a knife in her back. Luckily, the wound didn't prove fatal, but the woman remains unconscious in her hospital bed. Rolly... Is it Beat?
Beat, I think so.
Okay. A devoted London bobby who witnessed the incident whilst walking down the street with his wife of a year, Patricia. Patricia Beat, the wife of Constable Rolly Beat, who is a witness in the incident. She's relatively recently married and fiercely proud of her policeman husband. Okay, here's my thing. Okay.
Okay.
They're sisters, okay? And he was actually married to Olive. But they switched. And he didn't know. This is gonna be Patricia, and this is gonna be the real Olive.
Oh, okay.
Ah! That's my
And also,
theory.
it makes sense they have different last names, because if she got married, she would have taken his last name.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't know.
Oh, what?
I
know.
This is our theory. Our game theory.
It's a really good theory. It's totally right. What the
100%.
It was our wedding anniversary, and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then we went for help at a nearby police box.
He didn't forget his wife. she's just pretending to be his wife. Like, she took her identity and, like, made herself look like her. That's my fan theory.
That's just a theory!
A game theory!
Thanks for watching!
It was definitely that Japanese...
Music Man! God.
It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rolly and I both saw him clear as day.
But the fog.
That's true.
Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say.
Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Mr. Natsume at the scene. If their testimony is true, the alternative course of events that you established in the summation examination will be quashed.
It's a death knell, in fact. Because that alternative was never viable in the first place.
What an unfortunate chance. And on your wedding anniversary too.
Oh, I know. But I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Gosh!
Thank you, Jesus, for letting us see a murder.
Gosh, the life of a London Bobby sounds very hard indeed.
Indeed. However, this cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon.
What do you mean by that? I forget his voice. I think that was it.
That was exactly it, I think.
Okay.
My learned friend, the witnesses saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. Yeah, but the fog.
But the fog!
They are testifying under oath that it was without a doubt the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume.
Because nobody's ever lied in this court before?
No one has ever lied in court before, ever. They can't do that, that's illegal. Oh, I do not remember which of us voiced which members of the jury.
I know I was the Australian one.
Right. And one of these witnesses is a policeman, no less. So you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure.
Hello, Jake. Except that the man's so tired, his wife has to do all the talking.
You really think someone would do that? Go into the court and lie?
Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please.
Yes,
it's time to use our brains. Time to use our big, powerful gamer brains.
What about the fog, though? What the fog?
What the fog? Yeah, I think we should start off by just, like, pressing everything.
Hold it!
That tends to be how you get the good statements.
No time to change after work, you say. Are you also a member of the police, Miss B?
Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children, and the elderly can't even apply.
Sexist. Well,
Sexist.
I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can't do the job, can't you?
I think Rolly looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down to the ground, doesn't it, darling?
That has nothing to do with
Steal
what I
top
just
until he
said.
wakes up.
You just
It has
changed the
nothing to
subject.
do with what he just said.
What? I just finished my beat. Pat and I were heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy.
Oh no, Rolly, I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes.
That's gonna be important.
That is gonna be important.
Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy. No, that's not a healthy
No.
relationship.
Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct?
That's right, sir. Yeah, although I was fit to drop, to be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. But policing is my life, sir. As long as I'm a proud owner of this, I'll serve my city and my queen to the end. What's that now? My warrant card, sir. Proof that I'm a London copper. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty to patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. Sir, and for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without a grumble. Because I know that the plodding of my boots is all Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it, then. But sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Miss Beat puts up with a lot, being married to a Bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. I don't like how much they look like siblings. I don't.
Yeah, same. They look extremely alike.
I've played Ace Attorney games before. And there have been weird relationships in them.
There have been weird relationships in Ace Attorney games.
I would not put it past them.
We don't talk about Turnabout Big Top.
It's my favorite case, though.
Yeah, but one of the big side plot of that case is like
every 30-year-old
5 20-year-old men. Yeah, 5 like men in their late 20s, early 30s lusting over a 16-year-old. It's like, that's not great.
One of them being a puppet.
One of them is a puppet. We don't talk about Acro, no.
Acro's the least problematic character in that fucking case, and no one's gonna change my mind. At least
you know what? He
kinda
kinda is. Child. He wasn't lusting over the child. He did end up killing a man, but like
by accident.
It was kind of out of revenge.
Yeah, she deserved it. If Acro's plan went great, if it went as planned, nothing of value would have been lost, and everything would have been fine.
Listen, I know I'm not going to change your mind by arguing about that. I feel like Regina made a mistake with the whole bat thing, but...
And she should have been charged.
Probably, yes.
Whoa!
Like, she did end up getting someone hurt.
Character development.
See character development. Same fucking brain.
We know what manslaughter is now.
We do know what manslaughter is. Anyway.
Novella revenge killings are fine.
Don't put words in my mouth, but I mean... I did not say that.
I said it, though.
Yeah.
I hate Regina.
Wait, aren't I supposed to be the morally gray one?
I mean, it's morally good to get rid of Regina.
She didn't realize what she was doing was bad, and like...
Yeah, but it was.
No one was... Yeah, it was bad. But like, no one fucking told her what was happening because she was super fucking sheltered.
Yeah, and then she got her dad killed.
I mean, technically, Acro got her dad killed.
But it's her fault because the note that Acro left was in her pocket, and she's like, this can't be for me! And she put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, and that's when her dad saw it, and that's why he went instead of her. It's my favorite case.
Yeah,
I know
because-
every little detail. It's Regina's fault.
Listen, we have argued about this so fucking much over the span of this game. I think we just need to move on and see what the hell is going on with these two chuckle fucks.
Miss Beat puts up with a lot of being married to a Bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care.
Oh, Pat.
Oh, Raleigh.
Wait, no, I did the wrong one. I did the wrong one. We did the wrong ones.
Oh, Pat.
Oh, Raleigh.
Oh, what a charming couple. Their young love is such a joy to behold. It's a little over the big top, perhaps. Get it?
I get it, but we're not going back. We can't go on another fucking turnabout big top tangent. I feel like we've done it like 3 times already. We're on case 4 of the first game out of 2.
And then, kindly describe what happened next.
Hold it! 2 silhouettes?
That's right. They were coming towards us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. There was a rather plump figure, followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man.
Was she wearing a hat?
I think she was in like the opening cinematics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see in the picture, you can see that she's got a
okay,
hat that's
okay.
like falling off her head.
That does sound exactly like the victim as pictured in this print, and like Mr. Natsume.
Okay, but there's more than like one scrawny man in all
Yeah.
of London.
Like the clown.
Like the clown, he hasn't come back!
We don't even have his profile.
We don't! We had like a whole conversation with him and they're just like, yeah, just forget about this guy.
Maybe we imagined him.
Oh my god. We've
so
gaslighted Ryunosuke. We have driven Ryunosuke to the point of insanity with our fucking ramblings that he just made up a clown.
We were so obsessed with Turnabout Big Top that he manifested a clown into the case.
It all comes together!
Yes, unfortunately it does.
And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby?
Oh, yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are streetlights on Briar Road, you see. There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Yeah, that's right. Of course, there was a light fog on the ground, but Briar Road is dead straight, and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's the street lighting as well. I didn't see any other.
Let him nap! Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer, please, Mr. Beat. Are you quite sure of what you've just said?
Yes, sir. As a copper who spends all day, every day, keeping watch on the streets, I'd swear to it, sir. I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is true. Oh, Pat.
Oh, Raleigh!
Okay.
They're still maintaining there was no one else around other than the victim and the attacker. And they're making me uncomfortable. They look too much alike. It's starting to seem
They do look very fucking alike.
like that must be how it really happened. It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere to run. Well, that didn't stop Mr. Natsume, did it? He fled the scene all too convincingly.
Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear idea of the situation just before the incident now. What happened in the crucial moments that followed?
You're being too horny on me. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. Scattered something?
Oh.
Hold it!
I mean, we did find, like, Mr. Natsume's books, like, scattered around the victim, so maybe it was that?
Oh, did we?
I think so.
Oh, Pat. Oh, Raleigh.
Me. Ah, shut up! Get a fucking room!
Why do we allow couples on the stand? Scattered something. What do you mean by that?
Oh, well, I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time. But then when we got closer, we realized what it was. Didn't we, darling?
Oh, yeah, let's see this animation again. Yeah, that's right. There was some old books.
I see.
Lines up.
Old books.
Yes, sir. The culprit had dropped a number of them, all around where the victim lay on the pavement.
Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photographic print.
Yeah, because I remember us being like, oh, maybe it was because, or, like, maybe this would be a clue where we would, like, find a receipt in one of the books and it's like, oh, was actually bought by this person, but no, we looked at them and it was like, oh yeah, these were all bought by Mr. Natsume. It's like, ah, great!
Also, did you notice the line that you get to read?
Great! Great! It begins!
It begins! 30 minutes in.
30 minutes in and I'm already in hell. Woo!
That rotten man did that when he did the deed.
Hold it! You're being racist on stand! Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. But we saw him. It was the man in the dock, without question, sir. The mustache, the hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose, everything! But it was Foggy! Any more insults you want to throw at him?
That's right. He looked down at that poor defenseless woman with these terrifying, intense eyes. And then suddenly threw his books onto the pavement and ran away.
I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth here.
May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife, because cops have never lied about anything ever.
They are legally not allowed to lie.
Now please, continue.
Yes, sir.
Immediately passes out!
Ran straight over the course and then went for help at a nearby police box. Wait, but you're a police officer. Why did you have to go to a police box if you're a police officer?
I mean, he was, like, off duty, and also, like, if someone's like, oh, this person's been stabbed, like, they also need medical attention. And I feel like it'd be easier to get that, like, if other cops are involved.
Was it your husband who went to fetch help?
No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling?
My
Let's
favorite
watch the animation
again! Yeah. That's right. I asked Miss Beat to go. I was off duty by that point. But a Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene.
Very laudable, Mr. B. Preserving the scene of the crime is a task of considerable importance.
Or tampering with it.
Or tampering.
That's why I sent Patricia. You see, I told her where to find the right police spots.
Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box?
Depends on a crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat, so I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat the incident fell under so she could go and report it.
I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There's nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know?
Get a room. And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of 2 model citizens. You might be talking a little too soon there, Zykes.
Yeah.
Oh, please, you're making us blush. Isn't he, darling?
I'm always blushing.
Yes, but blush harder, idiot!
Oh. Yes, sir! What Patricia says, sir! Dies.
Let's
Dies.
move on, shall we?
She does enjoy doing that a bit much. Alright.
I just wanna real quick.
Oh?
I don't know. I wanted to know if we had something that said, like, it was really fucking foggy.
Yeah. I don't know if we do.
I don't think we do.
Unfortunately. I guess we just gotta keep pressing.
Hello, Chase! Welcome, welcome!
Welcome!
Pretty sure this is the
Oh,
place
hi.
Cozy sent us. Hello! Hello, hello! Noriboshi.
cool.
Hello, hello! Cozy sent you, though. That's cool. Thank you, thank you.
It's really cool. Thanks.
We are dumb, and we're gonna say dumb things.
We're gonna say very dumb things, but that's the beauty of Great Ace Attorney, baby!
Hello, Cozy! Hello, hello!
Hello!
Is this a raid?
This is a raid! This is a YouTube raid!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
But surely, you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, would you?
But we absolutely could!
Us- Why are you doing that to your husband, ma'am?
Ma'am! Ma'am, that's abuse!
Why does this case have so many, like... If I had a nickel for every woman in this case who was abusing their husband, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's really weird that it happened twice, huh? Until YouTube makes it official, we're doing it manually. That is perfectly fair.
Doing it live!
Do it live! Alright. That was a little too much mustard. That was way more mustard than I was intending to put on that one. Alright.
We absolutely could! Us Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know!
I think strangling pigs is animal abuse!
Oh my god!
That's good. Alright.
Ryunosuke didn't like that joke.
He did. I mean, I don't know if cops were even, like, referred to as pigs in this time, so we might just not know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
The light from the street lamps was more than enough! And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he?
Did he?
He did in an earlier statement that we pressed.
Oh.
Yes, and, what of the fog?
We're famous for it across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course.
is! It is! When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm!
Yes, alright, I take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about?
The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see.
I don't know if that's how that works.
That's why we can tell you for sure and certain that it was that little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling? Let's watch the animation!
Oh, hell yeah! Best part of the game. Yeah. It was the accused and no mistake. The mustache, the hunchback, yeah, all the same things.
Yeah,
I said
he already
before.
said this.
Unmistakable, sir! As far as the couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was Soseki-san they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Okay, but we don't want that. We don't want that, Ryunosuke.
We really don't want that.
Maybe the real killer was hiding behind her. They only saw a shadow?
Maybe?
So that's it.
I don't know.
That's their entire testimony? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they say they saw. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day.
See, this is why if you ever see a corpse, you have to report it immediately, because if someone sees you walking away from it without reporting it, you're in trouble.
You did it, son.
You did it. You're going to prison. They might still think you did it if you report it, but at least you get the extra points of reporting it.
Yes, I feel the same. Among Us 101.
Among Us 101!
So, if that's true, where does it leave us?
Among Us is training kids how to not be accused of murder.
That's true. Which is good and bad. Good if
and
they
bad.
didn't do the crime, but bad if they did do the crime.
Bad if they did it.
The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony. Oh no! Then what do we do? If Kazuma-sama were here... what are you trying to say? That he was cooler and better than me? And he had better hair and a better outfit?
He was. He did.
He did. I wish he was here. I wish you were the one that died.
Imagine having two anime girls in your head, and whenever your best friend's murder gets brought up, they say, yeah, we wish you died instead. Your friend was
such a
cooler.
Cool character.
He was so cool!
He had a sword.
And now he's dead.
And now he's dead.
And
Because
now
he
we
tripped
have a
over
sword.
cat.
Yeah, he tripped over a cat, and a Russian lady pushed him. And that
Yep.
was it.
That's manslaughter.
I mean, to be
right
fair,
there.
a lot of people die because they, like,
Fall
slipped in the shower and broke their neck, so, like...
I feel like we bring that
I
up
feel like-
every fucking Ace Attorney stream.
Do we?
That people die when they fall in the shower.
See, I think about that all the time because I live alone. It's like...
That's
It's like
true, and
the
you live with a
biggest, like,
cat.
nightmare fuel source I have. Huh?
You live alone and you live with a cat, so that's, like, double scary, because, like, if you die, your cat's gonna eat you.
If she could even get to me.
That's true. Do you close the door when you shower?
I do.
Oh.
I do.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't like my door being open when I shower. I don't even shower most of the time. I just bathe.
Huh. See, when I had a cat, I would shower, but, like, I'd let him in the bathroom with me. I'd have the door closed.
See, sometimes I will because Vesta will just, like, scratch at the door for, like, 15 minutes straight, and it's like, okay, I don't want you to cause property damage. I'm gonna open up the door cracks this way you can get in. Dog tripped me over the day I got him, and I almost went through the window. Good God.
No, that's scary because, like, if it was was a sunny day out and you went through the window, you would have vaporized, right?
Yeah! You'd burn up!
You turn into dust,
That's
Vernon.
no fucking good!
That's dangerous. You gotta be careful.
Your dog almost killed you! Ernie almost killed you!
I think he would try to find a contradiction somewhere else within their testimony.
What do you mean, somewhere else?
Their statement about seeing Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. Calling that into question won't help. But if you could identify some other part of their testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them. To make the jury doubt if the pair's memory of the day is accurate.
Oh, right.
But, put simply, we must focus on finding a discrepancy in these statements somewhere. If we don't, I'm afraid the trial may reach an early and unfavorable conclusion.
Why do I always seem to be up against it?
Gusto's a very good assistant.
I hate this! Why
Mr. Lawyer, sir.
We had to go through the whole thing, and now, oh, she's gonna say something new that we needed.
That's how they get ya!
I hate that. It happens so often in this one.
Mr. Lawyer, sir. Can I ask you something?
Oh yeah, ask away. Give me the one thing I needed to get through this part.
Of course, what is it?
Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we've told you, so... Seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Well, out with it.
You know, like nya.
You know, like nya.
What? No. Oh no, it's really not that at all.
My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail. Everything. Like... Oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped?
There we go. This is how we get her.
This is it.
I could tell you the names of every single one. I could. Every single one.
Oh, that's great, because we have a receipt with all the names on them.
Fuck yes.
And you dare to question how reliable my testimony is.
That will do, Miss Patrick.
No, it won't do it all. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, I don't think for a minute that Rowley will.
I really don't mean to cause offense. Please put your husband's fist down. Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Miss B. Might that please you?
This guy isn't pressing charges when the evidence is happening right here.
Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling?
Play the animation again. Oh, no, they didn't. Oh, okay.
Oh my god. Did he even tell you the names? 4 books he dropped.
Wait. Check the history.
She only dropped
Or check
3!
He only dropped 3! Wait, no, not that one. I think it's the receipt. Oh wait, no, it is that. 3 books.
Objection! So,
Woo!
you're saying that there were 4 books, idiot?
That's right. I remember all of them. A picture of Monsieur somebody, what's it yearnings, a meal for someone, and the thick gummies something.
I'm sorry, Miss B. But there is a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours.
Oh, what flaw?
Simply that, at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4. You big dummy!
What?
Have a good look at this photographic print at the scene of the crime.
What if one's behind her?
One could be behind her.
As you can clearly see, there are only 3 books.
What? No! No! That can't be! I saw them! Oh, I know what it is! Yes, you can't fool me!
Oh god, don't say something racist.
Sorry?
It's that big old lump of a dead body! Oh, thank god.
She did it.
She did it.
Who says that?
That is a really, and like, she wasn't even dead!
She's not even
She's
dead.
not dead!
She's still
She's
alive.
alive! Okay. You're
Why are
still
you
being
reading her?
insensitive.
They're reading her to Filled. What the fuck?
This woman is in a fucking coma, ma'am!
The lady's so large, her corpse is blocking the view of the 4th book, that's all. It's not a...
Let's
not a
at
corpse.
let's at least try to remember that the poor woman isn't dead, even if we're insulting her size.
Or we could just not insult her size at all!
Yeah, let's keep some thoughts in our
feel like
head,
that'd
shall
be
we,
easy.
miss? No, I'm sorry, Miss B. But Mr. Natsume could not possibly have dropped the 4 books you describe.
Why not?
She only bought 3.
Fascinating. And Van Zykes is gonna be like, oh, this is... oh, okay. I thought he was gonna be like, this has nothing to do with the fucking case. Can you get on topic? But I'm glad he's playing along. That makes things a little more convenient for us. And from your assured tone, something you can readily substantiate with evidence, I presume.
Evidence!
She's not racist, just fatphobic. I mean, before she was also, like,
She
racist
was
too,
also
though.
racist.
She was also racist. This is just, like, the icing on the shit cake.
Counsel, you won't present evidence to substantiate your claim or withdraw it.
What proof do you have that the accused did not drop 4 books? The receipt that says he
We have the
only bought
receipt.
3?
We literally have the receipts.
I'm putting this in my twit longer!
Take that! The evidence is right here, in the form of this bookshop receipt.
From your books.
Yes, this receipt details Mr. Natsume's purchase that day. But, as you can see, only 3 books are listed.
No!
Therefore, Mr. Natsume would have only dropped 3 books at the scene of the crime. This
See,
is
this is why. It is. This is why also, whenever you're, like, giving a testimony, don't go too long, because eventually you're gonna... It's like telling a lie. It's like, don't fucking keep talking. The more you talk, the more you add on things that can be disproven.
Yeah, just like Golden Kamuy.
Yeah!
At the end of season 2, when one of the characters is like, "Ah, yes, this guy's totally dead," and this girl's like, "Oh, really? What were his last words?" And he could have easily said, he didn't say anything, but he said, no, he wanted to eat his favorite food, and his wife, who with this name, and she was like, that's not correct. He wouldn't say that. When he could have just said no.
Yeah.
Nothing was
He
said.
could have just said... Or he could have just said, hey, I didn't hear him. I was too focused on the fact that there was a man dying in front of me.
Yeah. Everything's Golden Kamuy.
Which means...
Sometimes. Don't speak.
Don't speak. Which means that your powers of observation, madam, cannot be relied upon. Don't growl at me. So it cannot be denied that though you say it was definitely what you saw, you could have very well been mistaken. I read that line all wrong.
It's alright, it still worked.
Oh no, 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 no!
Objection.
Objection.
Oh, it was him. Okay.
It's plainly evident that it is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned friend.
What?
Are you gonna waste more
What
wine?
cannot be? Yeah, he's gonna go waste more wine. He's not even drinking it and it pisses me off. What cannot be denied is that these two witnesses saw the accused running away from the scene.
I wonder how expensive wine was back then.
I mean, considering this guy looks like he has $1 million, which was like $2 billion in this time, it's probably expensive. Look, it's even got like a fucking Grim Reaper on it to match his motif.
20
He had to
trillion
pay extra for
dollars.
this shit. Yeah, this is like, oh, this has been aged since the 1500s. Like,
You're right,
and he's
Vernon.
throwing it at the wall!
You're right, Vernon. It is just grape juice. In Ace
It is
Attorney,
just
there's
grape
no
juice.
such thing as wine. It's just grape juice.
It's just grape juice. We can't have our main character become an alcoholic in the 4th game.
No, we can't have that.
Ah! What do you mean he can't be an alcoholic?
That's your descendant, Ryunosuke.
That's
It's
my
like,
favorite character
what do you
trait
mean my
in anime.
grandkid? What do you mean my great-grandkid can't be an alcoholic? Sorry, you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Would that be fair?
He sees right through me.
But your plan is somewhat recoiled against you.
Oh? What are you talking about?
It's quite simple. Let me explain with a toast. No, don't. Okay. For the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect.
Do you have the 4th book?
Oh!
You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene on Briar Road, a total of 4 books were most definitely found.
Okay,
What
but
were
that
they?
means my defendant is not guilty because he only had 3.
Yeah, he only had the 3.
Objection! But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books.
Quite right, only 3 can be seen. In that print. Oh god, you're updating the autopsy report.
That print? You mean to say?
Stop wasting it!
She was holding a book.
Oh wait, this is my line. I got so pissed at him wasting the wine that I forgot that I voiced him.
I bet one of his last animations is gonna be him, like, taking a sip of the wine. That's gonna
Yeah,
happen in
because
the
he
last
hasn't-
case.
I don't think he's taken a single sip of this wine in any of the cases that he has been in. He just pours it, swishes it around, and then throws it at the fucking wall. Imagine if, like, in the final case, he just uncorks the bottle of wine and just fucking chugs it.
Or he just pours it all out onto the counter.
I'm surprised that we haven't gotten an animation where he, like, throws either the glass or the bottle at Ryunosuke. Maybe that's gonna be, like, if he turns out to be, like, a killer in a later case, because, like, that sometimes happens with the prosecutors.
Hmm.
I mean, I think that's only happened the once, actually, now that I'm thinking back on it. But, like, it could happen again.
Hmm.
But, like, I could imagine that being, like, his villainous breakdown scene that all Ace Attorney culprits have. Where it's just, like, he just fucking launches the whole fucking bottle at Ryunosuke.
Just like Godot.
Yeah! Parallels.
It's a poem, it rhymes.
Allow me Allow me to present another. One that shows the victim's hand.
Okay, but she's holding it.
He is
It's
holding
burnt!
it. Oh! The lion's pride! And it's burnt! We know what this means!
We know this! I don't
Also, my
believe it!
first speakers.
It's the fourth book!
As you will observe, the fourth book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso.
No! No!
Ryunosuke, look at it a little bit closer!
Yeah, just use your eyes!
Order!
Use your special eyes!
There! You see? You see? Look at that! Look, look, look!
Yes.
It's just like I said. Isn't it, my darling?
Yes, Patricia's always right, sir. Please help me.
This man is gonna have whiplash by the time he's off the fucking stand. Let us study the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on that day in question. At this point, she wants her husband on a leash. She already has him on a leash!
That's why she made him the scarf.
Yeah, you... I was gonna make an awful fucking joke.
Oh no.
I was gonna be like... yeah, in these days, people didn't feel comfortable doing fucking pet play outside. God. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that that thought came to my brain. I hate the internet for making me learn what that is.
I feel like most people aren't comfortable with doing pet play outside, even today.
There are some freaks.
Whoa! What's this? Oh,
What?
thank you for the $10 donation, Solescu.
Whoa!
I hope this
Whoa!
helped you. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Holy shit!
Yeah!
That helps out a lot.
Woo!
$10 can buy you many craft dinner.
No, it can't, because you can't get... Okay, so I got an email back from Craft Dinner today. Because I emailed them like, what's going on with the Craft Dinner? Why can't I find it? Where is it? It's like when Will Smith ran into the building, it was like, where's the video games? Where's the video games? That's me going into my grocery store like, where's the Craft Dinner? Where's the Craft Dinner? And they said, have you tried checking Amazon? Maybe ask the manager at your local grocery store. I did. It's not there. You can't get it.
Oh my god! I wish I was just grocery shopping today. I wish I would have like thought to look for craft dinner. Because like I live somewhere different from you, so maybe I would have been able to find it, but
like Valor Mom checked and she's like 2 cities over from me and they didn't have it.
what's going on?
I don't know. I think there's like
We
a
need-
plastic shortage.
They're putting the plastic in the craft dinner?
I mean, the cup's made out of plastic.
Oh right. I forgot about the cups, I'll be real. I was just like, why is a plastic shortage meaning there's no mac and cheese?
But I only eat the cup ones. You see the problem?
Oh.
I don't eat box Craft Dinner.
I see the problem.
Why not just have the normal
It's not
craft
the
dinner and
same.
just
It doesn't taste the same.
What do you mean it doesn't taste the same? It's the same thing!
No, it tastes different.
What?
It has different consistency. You know, they're different.
I'll take your word for it because I don't like craft dinner, but I mean
Ah! Okay, stream over. Bye, guys.
for that you don't like chocolate, which is like one
What?
of those things.
When have I ever said
I
I
don't
don't like chocolate? I have an
I
arrow
don't-
bar sitting right beside me.
Okay, I might have been thinking of someone else. I'm sorry.
Lying about me on my own channel. Uh-oh, food tag time.
I think what it actually actually was, because I think you said at one point that you like savory stuff more than sweet, and I was just like, so she doesn't like sweet stuff.
She hates
Got
chocolate. If you had Kraft
Listen,
mac
as someone
and
with a
cheese,
massive-
it's the same thing. It's not the same. Kraft mac and cheese is not the same as Kraft dinner. I know that they're made by the same people, but it's different. I've tried both. Here's the
They're the
sideshow.
fucking same!
It's not the same, though. It really isn't the same.
I don't know, like I said, I ate Kraft dinner like a couple times when I was a kid, and I didn't enjoy it, so I've just never eaten it since.
You gotta try the cups. They're different.
If I could fucking find them!
That's true. You can't find them anywhere,
It's
though.
like
You
how-
can't.
It's like how at my grocery store that I usually go to, I can't find Mr. Noodles there, and it's like, really?
There's this.
How can I not find Mr. fucking Noodles?
It's a noodle shortage.
Is there a noodle shortage?
Maybe. That would explain it.
Maybe. Maybe this is, like, the world retaliating on me for making that really awful bowl of, enhanced, and I put enhanced in quotes, enhanced Mr. Noodles, where, it tasted like a fucking candle. That happened a long fucking time ago. But basically what happened was I made Mr. Noodles and I was like, okay, it's kind of boring if I just eat them as is. I'm gonna put like vegetables, and I'm gonna put like some spices in there, and I'm gonna put garlic in there, and I'm gonna put a little soy sauce in there, and I'm just gonna mix it all together, and it'll come out good. It did not come out good.
That's weird that it didn't come out good.
I ate the whole thing though.
Well, that's good. Have you tried
Just out of
putting
stubbornness.
milk in your instant noodles?
What the fuck? Why would I do that?
Apparently it's good. It makes it into like a creamy meal.
So wait a minute.
If you
I'm-
bring up eggs,
I am
swear to God.
persecuted. I am persecuted for putting milk in my eggs, and yet you turn around and go, "Oh, put milk in your fucking Mr. Noodles."
I saw it in an anime.
Let's discuss the contradiction.
There is no contradiction because noodles aren't the same as eggs.
But like sometimes you put eggs in your noodles, though.
Okay, that's not a contradiction. They're different foods.
Yeah, but it's like
You
can
prepare
put the
different
fucking-
foods differently.
Yeah, but that's it. Eat some Vegemite. I am not putting milk in my fucking instant ramen.
No, but like I was watching an anime and they were like, you take the cup noodle and you put
I
some
don't
milk.
care what the anime said.
You put some milk in it when you're making it.
No. I will not tolerate egg
Wait.
slander when you're saying it is perfectly acceptable for me to put milk in my Mr. Noodles cup.
Yeah. There are noodle dishes that have milk in it.
No, that sounds awful.
What do you think mac and cheese is?
That's why I don't like mac and cheese.
No, it's not. That's not why you don't like mac and cheese.
Oh, it's not why I don't like mac and cheese, but it's like, I already don't like mac and cheese, so you saying, oh, but it's just like mac and cheese is not a good argument for why I should like the concept. And also, these are very different kinds of noodles, and with very different flavors. Like, cheese is a dairy product. Cheese is just milk that has been moved a lot, and is old. Like, that's already, like, milk adjacent.
Right, you don't like cheese, do you?
I like cheese sometimes, it can't be, like, the main ingredient in a thing. And, like, if it is, then, like, it's gotta be, like, offset with, like, some other flavors or, like, textures or whatever.
Okay, so how do you feel
Like-
about, like, grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese is okay. I will eat it if I have marinara sauce to dip it in.
And how about, like,
Or
bagels
ketchup.
with cream cheese?
See, I can't really... because, like, the thing is, there isn't enough to, like, take away from the taste of cheese whenever you have a bagel with cream cheese on it. Although cream cheese is kind of, like, different than normal cheese.
Okay.
Like, it's not quite the same flavor profile. Cream cheese is a little sweeter.
Sweeter.
A
I
little
would
bit.
say more tart.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to describe it.
Mhm.
It's like, as long as there is stuff, because I've made, like, some pretty fucking cheesy spaghetti in my time as well.
With
But it's like,
Wait.
you've still got that tomato sauce to kind of balance it out.
Wait, how do you make your spaghetti cheesy?
You just put cheese in it.
What kind? This is important. What
You
kind
put
of
mozzarella in it.
cheese?
You put mozzarella and sometimes, like, a little bit of that sprinkled Parmesan that's, like, barely even cheese, but it's just cheese enough that, like, the fucking health unit is okay with it being sold.
I've only ever put Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti.
Mozzarella's good. It's good to put on your spaghetti.
I usually have more Parmesan than, like, spaghetti.
Yeah, see, cheesy noodles, like that. It's like, whenever you're done, like, making the spaghetti, when you're done, like, boiling it and it's al dente or whatever, you put your tomato sauce in it and you get it looking right. And then you just pour in cheese until it's, like, an equal amounts of sauce and cheese. That's
Never
cheesy
heard of
spaghetti.
this. I just put
It's,
it all on
I don't know if it's, I don't know. I think it might also just be because, like, I grew up eating a lot of, like, really cheesy casseroles that were, like, basically just spaghetti, but, like, with a little bit of pepperoni chopped up in it, and then just, like, fucking covered in cheese.
I see.
So
Oh,
it's like, for
protein
me,
Kit
it's like,
Kats.
oh yeah, just,
Those are good.
ooh. I've never tried one, but I've heard of them.
They're good.
Yeah, don't they
Yeah.
also have ones that are, like, pink? I can't remember if they're, like,
Sakura?
I think they're strawberry flavor?
Oh yeah, they have
Sakura?
strawberry ones, and there's, like, Sakura ones. There's, like,
Yeah, I thought it was
millions
Sakura,
of
but then I'm
Kit
like,
Kat flavors.
Yeah, and it's wild that we only get, like, 3 of them here.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Give us
What's the
Kit
deal
Kat.
with Kit Kats?
What's the deal with Kit Kat bars? You eat one without breaking it and everyone thinks you're a serial killer.
Should we move on into the game?
We should. Van Zykes is just standing here like, can I put my fucking arm down, please?
No, this is your
Are you two
punishment.
done talking about cheesy fucking noodles? Mrs. Bates, the titles once again, if you please.
Oh, yes, of course. A picture of Monsieur somebody or other.
And the picture of Monsieur Lecoq.
Ha!
Lamau.
Lamau.
What's it, yearnings?
Canterbury yearnings.
A meal for someone?
A meal for Gabbro, in fact. As the court has just heard, the witness remembers the book titles flawlessly. No, she doesn't. Save
Oh,
for a
she-
few minor details. Okay.
Okay, but there were 4 books.
There are 4 books.
What's the name of the last one?
Mrs. Bates' powers of recollection can only be described as exceptional.
What are your thoughts on case 2 in this game? That the girl should have been arrested. Wait, she was, wasn't she?
She was. I think
Oh,
she
good.
was.
Well, I hope that she gets what's coming.
She did kill Kazuma.
She did kill him.
I like the sailor dude. He was kind of fun to voice.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, and it's like, we didn't realize that there was, like, a reason why he had, like, the red fucking, like, marks all over his body until, like, the end, where it's like, oh yeah, I have a fucking snake.
I just have a snake, and that's it.
I just have a snake, and it's allowed on the boat, even though there's no pets allowed on the boat.
Did you hear that, Rowley? The gentleman paid me a compliment.
Yes, sir. Flawless, sir. Patricia is flawless. This is my wife, though, so back off.
But there are only 3 books on the receipt, and Miss Pete mentioned 4.
There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly, the 4th book is that which is shown in this photographic print.
Okay, but like we've established, he only had 3.
I'm sorry, Counsel, but does that not seem odd?
Thank you.
Why should the 4th book be omitted from the receipt?
It's not odd at all, my lord.
Are you gonna
'Cause
say
she brought it
stole
herself.
Oh.
No, she carried it herself, I think. As the photograph clearly shows, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim. So why does she have a book that's very clearly from Mr. Garrideb's apartment?
Yeah. The victim
Like,
was holding her own book? Women can read?
oh, we're continuing the Ryunosuke hates women bit, okay.
We got a few bits, and they are staying no matter how much everybody hates them.
These streams are the epitome of, unfortunately, we will be continuing to do as we please.
I wonder, what became of that 4th book?
Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigating officers at Scotland Yard.
Why isn't it burnt there?
Why isn't it burnt
That's
there?
not the same book.
That's not the same book. I have it here as evidence.
You will submit that aforementioned photographic print to the court, please, Counsel.
And the book, please?
And the book?
And the book!
My pleasure, my lord. Put the book in the court record!
Oh, thank God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sykes. Now we're gonna win the game.
The prosecution rests. I'm going to take a nap just like that guy over there probably should.
He
I have
climbs
nothing
up.
further to add.
He climbs up to the ceiling and, like, hangs upside down.
He is just Dracula.
What? You can't have a nap. Get down from there.
Do you think I don't fall asleep every time those anime girls in your head get on their bullshit? I am making up for years of chronic insomnia because of those two. You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. The spurious longer route to the accused lodgings that you tried to establish in your submission examination, and the attempted discrediting of the witness's powers of recollection in your cross-examination.
Futile. I walked right into this, didn't I?
You see? Everything we've said is true. Isn't that right, my darling?
Yes, Pat. Marry me, Pat. A contradiction!
You're already married.
A contradiction! Objection!
Objection! Objection! So perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions. Please don't. Should the court waste any more time on this travesty? Or is the decision you have to make all too apparent already? I've heard all of the witnesses and seen all of the evidence. But where's the fucking clown?!
The clown! Maybe
Where
we
is
did
he?
dream him. We dreamed him. He wasn't real.
We dreamed him up. He wasn't real. We were just like, ah, this case should have a theater kid in it. This trial has run its course.
Mr. Naruhodo, I'm afraid we are in a terribly precarious position.
I know, but if I fight back in the wrong way now, I could very well just make matters worse. Think,
Plus
Ryunosuke,
clown.
think.
Yeah, there was a dude. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's okay.
There was a dude. He was like a fucking old-timey theater kid. He showed up for like one scene. He didn't even get added to the court record.
He was a jester.
Yeah.
I think we have to raise an objection.
Yeah, I don't think wait and see is ever the right option in an Ace Attorney case.
Objection! I'm not done yet.
No, my learned friend, it's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. The die has been cast. There's no more room for debate.
Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but I can't think of what to say.
God, I wish you died instead. If I may, Lord Van Zykes, it seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point.
Great.
Oh.
Okay. I'll read the line, but I don't like it. Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. Our lowly judicial assistants have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this.
Especially since you're a woman. Oh!
I mean, props to him for not, like, going that route, but, I mean, I feel like we shouldn't give him too many props, because I feel like he's gonna go that route. 'Cause I feel like before we also mentioned, like, at one point, like, Susanoo was like, yeah, I'm the judicial assistant, and we were like, hey, it is, like, we are, like, genuinely surprised that he was like, a woman judicial assistant. What the fuck is this?
That's true. He's proactive in, like, one way.
Yeah. He drinks, like, very tiny sips of respect women juice, which is more than most dudes in this at this time
It's more
did,
than the amount of
so,
wine he
you know.
drinks.
It is!
I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So, you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential, and her opinions invaluable.
Mr. Naruhodo!
Now, watch.
This is weird coming from
Okay,
you.
Van Zykes. Van Zykes, do not. Do not just make us fucking regret ever saying the shit that we said in the last, like, 2 minutes.
Please keep respecting women, please.
Please drink another sip of respect women juice. Please, for the love of fucking God.
One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance.
Is it?
Is it?
I feel like half the people that we talk to from London are, like, pretty racist.
So, the court will hear you, madam.
We're VTubers and you'll regret this.
That's the entire fucking series.
Go ahead, Miss Susanoo. Please.
Pray, what insight can you give us? Okay, thank you. What have we all overlooked in this matter you see fit to pursue further?
The book's burnt.
The book!
Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished.
I see! I do believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you?
Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be the decisive proof we've been waiting for. the judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. I do feel like this game holds your hand way too much.
It really does. We're on case 4 right now.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that the first 3 cases of this game kind of felt like a tutorial, when usually only the first one does.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like case 2, but we're on case 4.
And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So, we must take this opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible.
Yes, I
We
understand.
already did! We saw that it's burnt!
And thank you, Miss Susanoo. This is it. Susanoo-san has managed to win us one last chance here. I can't let it go to waste. I can't let it go. Let it go. The defense
Oh
wishes
god,
to present
no,
evidence,
Ryunosuke,
my
I will kill you
lord.
myself! You're going to get us a copyright claim!
Ah, thank you for subscribing, souls!
Woo!
Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into the case.
At this lampshade been overlooked. Well, let's examine our stuff, because we might need Ryunosuke
Yeah,
to
fucking
actually,
look at
like,
the
see stuff.
burns! Look at the burns!
Oh, he doesn't want to look at it. It's not important.
What? Ryunosuke! Okay, flip it over.
Oh.
I mean, the lion's pride. That's... Oh, I wonder, who's the one character that we've met who is heavily tied with lions?
Let me see. It's a book entitled The Lion's Pride.
I'm afraid I don't know any English literature at all, so it wouldn't be something I've heard. Wait a minute! The Lion's Bride? That's strange. I think I've heard of a book by that name before, and very recently too.
It's a title
I wonder
recognize too,
where.
Mr. Naruhodo.
There's the burn!
Wait. It's burnt
What?
on the wrong side.
I mean, all that we established before is that, like, a candle got knocked over and it caused a burn near a bookshelf. It could have just been that, like,
But, like,
it was...
in the picture, isn't the front of it burnt?
That is true. Although it could just be, like, the angle at which, because, like,
Maybe.
it also showed off, because, like, if you flip it over, it doesn't really show any of the pages. In the angle that it was being held at in the picture, it was kind of, like, at the side. Also, thank you for giving pizza to us, Riley C.
Thank you. It's very delicious. Oh, look at this!
You deserve Pizza Hut.
The book's been badly burnt. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the combination
I'm at the
Taco Bell and
combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Ah, the Pizza Hut.
Ah!
I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
You're right. You'd never be able to read it in this state, especially not the latter pages.
What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred very recently.
A book, recently damaged by fire. Why does that seem to raise a red flag with me?
Okay, now we know that it's burnt.
Yeah,
Can we open
we know it's burnt. I don't think we can.
That's it.
That's it. So, okay, would it be the picture or would it be the book itself? Because the fact that she has a book that we know, like, came from this one apartment that is owned by the landlord of the victim.
The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print in the crime scene.
Oh, you could present either.
Ah, okay.
The fourth book found in the victim's hand.
Objection. We have already discussed the fourth book at length. Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know.
Ah!
Yes, I'm afraid, counsel, I must concur with the prosecution on this matter. I afforded you this opportunity. Let the court believe that the evidence in question contained a
Lampshade.
Undiscovered
Two.
clue.
Huh.
So I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. You will identify the clue at once. Do I make myself clear?
Thought we did. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
what, didn't we?
Mr. Naruhodo, I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a thorough examination of the evidence, which means you may very well be on the right track.
Yes, I think you might be right.
What?
So, counsel, precisely where is the individual clue to this case?
Oh,
which this
okay.
one would-
Yeah, so now it's
okay.
gonna have us point out the book. Okay.
Show them the burn. Oh. Oh, I hit
That's
X.
Ah! Stop making us read text! I'm saying that to the game, not you. Looking forward to trying a pork bun. I've also never tried a pork bun.
They sound
Then
yummy.
again, I'm just not a big fan of pork.
I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question.
But what do you... Good gracious! It's been burned to a crisp!
Making VTubers read is a crime.
It is. It is. Why did we choose to play this
It's like
game?
those. It's like those reading portions in Nier.
I got a comment on
Like,
my
why
Nier
are-
videos and somebody was happy that I read through them because they didn't want to. That made me so happy.
Oh, nice.
But it's like, I read it with my dyslexia-riddled brain. Was it
I mean, you
actually
still
fun
did a
to
good
listen
job.
to?
So, we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It is undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to have been doing.
Objection. Unnatural, you say. And what of it, my friend?
Can we talk about how they keep, like, crossing the line? Like, whenever they cut back to the whole courtroom, Van Zykes is obviously on the right, or the left. And I'm on the right.
Yeah.
But then when we go into, like, the close-ups, he's
Into
on...
the court view.
Yeah, he's on the
It
right,
is-
and I'm on the left. That's
Yeah,
bad
it is odd,
filmmaking.
especially. It is bad filmmaking. It is odd because, like, the old Ace Attorney games, like, didn't do that.
Yeah. Wait. No, they did.
No. Like, the way that it was, like, viewed, it was almost like we were on the other side of the character. So, like, imagine there being a camera in front of Van Zykes right now. In, like, the older Ace Attorney games, it would have been over to the left almost and facing him. So this way, whenever it pulls out to the courtroom, it's not breaking the 180 rule.
I think they broke it in the old ones.
I don't think so. Like, if you look back at, like, if you think back to, like, the angles on, like the fucking desk thing
Mhm.
in front of Phoenix, it was always, like, the other way. I mean, I'm not a filmmaker. I don't know much about what I'm talking about here.
No,
I know
they're
enough
totally
about
crossing the
filmmaking to
line.
kind of...
They're breaking the 180 rule.
Oh yeah, they're breaking the 180 rule here.
Oh!
I forget how much this game is, so I can't do my usual joke of, like, $80 game.
Just imagine little cinema sins ding.
Oh no!
No.
Don't compare us to Cinema Sins. Yuck!
Ew! What the fuck? Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there is nothing to discuss. So should you wish to assert that this fire damage is in some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide? That it came from Mr. Garadev's place!
The charred book. There is just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance, certainly, but worth a try. Alright, I'll explain my theory. My game theory.
My game theory! Same brain! Cloud-to-cloud communication!
Don't keep us waiting any longer then, Council. Explain this theory of yours. I can't wait for the next Five Nights at Freddy's. What are you suggesting? That you can ascertain from the fire damage this sorry tome has suffered.
The shop that sold it, the owner, its content.
Owner.
Its owner.
It's owner!
My lord, the burn on the back of the book reveals a startling truth about the book's owner.
I beg your pardon.
But we already know who the book belongs to.
Shut up! No, we don't!
No, we don't. Shut up!
The victim was gripping it in her hand as she fell to the floor after all. It's obviously hers.
The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hands has yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated,
Silence cop.
the defense
Silence, cop!
has very credible answers.
The cop hasn't even really said anything.
It's mostly his wife saying this stuff, but also I was just imagining that one, like, meme of the crab going, "Silence, Brand." And I just imagined the court showing up in the fucking, or the crab showing up in the fucking courtroom.
Good gracious! How can you possibly?
Very well. I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise.
Cop's been sleeping. Yeah, he's tired.
Yeah,
But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry. I think the only thing getting burned is Mr. Garadeb's books.
Council, the defense response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of the trial. So tell the court, who do you claim is the owner of this burnt book?
This guy.
We already know!
Him.
take that! The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who own the house where the defendant has his lodgings.
The Crabble leaping at the judge's bench like the Blue Badger in the live-action Ace Attorney movie. Yeah!
I love the live action Ace
Amazing!
Attorney movie. If you haven't watched it, I think it's still on YouTube. So go
Oh,
watch
it is.
that.
It is very good. I think Val and I like watched it together with a group of friends, and it was great. Also,
did.
Vesta is opening doors. What the fuck are you doing, Cat?
I forced a bunch of my friends to watch it. I put them all in a room. And
You
put
did. It was great.
It on. We watched so many live action video game movies.
We did. We also watched the Yakuza movie, which was amazing.
Also,
We got to see that one.
the guy who plays Phoenix
Also-
Wright in the live action movie plays the cop in Yakuza 4
Whoa!
before he got canceled because he smoked weed. So now he can't be in
I guess
movies or video games anymore.
Not allowed to smoke weed.
Nope.
If you smoke weed, you can never be in a movie ever again. Which is kind of wild because of how different that is from, like,
Here?
North American stars.
Like every movie
where it's
star
like, yeah, we
smokes
know
crack.
they're
Here.
Yeah, we know that every one of these actors is, like, has done every drug known to man. But it's okay.
A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb. What are actors? What's Hollywood?
You'll learn when you're older, Ryunosuke.
The landlords. Who would have thought that the landlords would be evil?
Landlords can't be evil. No way.
Landlords can't be evil. How could they ever be evil?
And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other
Very
than
convenient.
Miss Garadeb herself.
Oh my goodness! Me? Nya?
I'm glad you remembered that.
I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Garadeb's wife. I'm his maid. We see your wedding ring, ma'am. We're looking directly at your wedding ring.
You missed a line.
Valerie,
You didn't say nyan.
yeah.
Thank you.
Say the line, Novella.
Vernon knew.
Vernon knew.
Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadeb's house?
I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir. Yeah?
Objection. This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused's landlady, you say?
Yeah, so like, why is she allowed to be on the jury? But I guess that's fine.
Why is she?
You implicate this hard-working member of the public. You besmirch her as a landlord without a shred of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable.
What are you
How
gonna
dare
do,
you
kill
accuse
me?
an innocent person of being a landlord?
Objection! This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place. In the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb's house.
Good lord! What sort of incident, counsel?
A fire, my lord!
Right to say it was! Happened in the blink of an eye, you know! The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The poly furniture started going up as well.
Oh no.
Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride.
Please believe me when I
we
say
are.
this. Is this a new face?
I think this is. I don't think we've seen this sprayed on him before.
He looks fucked up and evil.
He does look fucked up and evil. It's cool. I like it.
I think I like Van Zykes now. This is a good face.
I'm not gonna... I don't know. I'm not changing my opinion on him because he made one fucked up and evil face.
I hope he gets stabbed at some point and gets like hurt.
Yeah, then he becomes one of your favorites.
Yup.
I also think it'd be cool to see him get stabbed, but like...
But for different reasons.
kind of the same, kind of for different ones. Mostly because I think it'd be very funny.
It would be a cool prank to pull on Van Zykes. To stab him.
Yeah, just stab him. I I love the idea that I think we put forth in like the last Great Ace Attorney stream, where it's like if the characters on stream or on screen, they can also hear the funny anime girls in Ryunosuke's head. So Van Zykes is just hearing us go, "Oh, that's a new face. It'd be cool if this guy got stabbed."
I like the thought of everything we say, Ryunosuke says out loud, like in 2 different voices.
Incredible.
So he just hears Ryunosuke say, "I want to see him get stabbed."
How is this man allowed in the courtroom when he's controlled by us?
He's doing an Owain Fire Emblem impression. His objection hand hungers for justice. Yeah, that is the Owain face.
I know 0 things about Fire Emblem. I know that at one point there was a company party and I spent pretty much the whole time just talking with like 2 other people around my age, just like in a back corner of the room about Fire Emblem, and I remember like 0% of what was said to me.
Fire Emblem was great. I feel like you would like it. Not 3
It
houses.
does seem
3
like the
houses
kind of
is
thing.
weak.
Is 3 Houses weak?
Yeah, I'm gonna get canceled for saying that, but it's weak.
All right.
You can't have kids in that one. That sucks.
Oh, that does suck. Cause like, wasn't that like a big like core mechanic of the games?
So basically, all the ones before the DS ones didn't have that, and the series was sort of like dwindling. Sales were going down, and then they added this like dating and like kids mechanic, and it blew up huge. Everybody loved it again.
Oh, hell yeah. And then they took it out because they were like,
yeah.
well, now that we've made all our money, we don't have to do this.
Yeah. I don't know. 3 Houses, the story I didn't like. I didn't like a lot of the characters. Maybe that's why.
Could be. It's a little bit harder to, like, enjoy a game if you're just not invested in any of the characters.
Yeah. I found a lot of the characters to be, like, one note, and, like, Fire Emblem characters are one note because there's so many of them, but they were a lot deeper than 3 Houses, in my humble onion.
Fair enough.
By Jove! The very same title that the subject of this debate.
Oh dear me, yeah.
Objection. This is
Risible? Risible? I'm gonna go with Risible.
Lampshade.
This is risible. All you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire. In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burned to ashes.
I went with, the deer. Because I thought the
that's
house
the gold
leader
one,
was
right?
cute. Yeah.
Fair. I think I already read this line, right? Yeah, okay.
And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime.
Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord.
Wait, what was the name that was in the, cause, wait, no, it was probably, yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, cause, like, the whole dispute began because of, like, a love note that was left in the book, and it was from a Mary, so, I was about to say, like, oh, does that name connect to any of these people? No.
Without going into
doesn't.
details, it appears that Miss Garrideb was considerably enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garrideb even amid the flames.
Love note was from James to Mary. I figured, yeah, that doesn't connect.
Oh, how awful! I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rolly?
You've been yanking
doing
him
it.
around this entire fucking court. You are giving your husband a concussion as we speak.
No, I haven't heard of Legend of Heroes. What's that? Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. I'm delusional.
He's just asleep for all of it. Had all my favorite novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! Up in smoke.
Up in smoke.
Then the wife started hurling things at me. There was I, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books coming 10 to the dozen.
Do you think she threw one of the books out the window?
That's what I'm thinking, but that would be like a really, like...
And then it hit.
It wouldn't really be the greatest connection to them.
And then
Like,
hit
it wouldn't be
all
like,
in the
oh,
head.
she knew them.
True.
Hi, Connor. It's going pretty well. We're making decent progress, all things considered, I think.
We've shown 2 pieces of evidence.
That's true. Could be worse.
The man had his back up against the window, and he had burning books thrown at him? Goodness gracious! Are you suggesting that the book was thrown through a window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection. No thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident. And there was no report of the Garadep's window pane being broken.
That is true. That is the kind of thing that they would have noticed beforehand.
That is true.
That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garadeb household. But is
Okay,
it not?
this is a very... Okay, sorry. I have to interrupt for a second because the only thing that has stuck with me from the TV show Victorious is this fucking song one of the characters sings where he goes, well, a broken glass is not a food, so don't you listen to some dude to put cheese on broken glass and make a sandwich. A broken glass. And every time I hear the words broken glass, it plays in my head, and it is my curse, and now you all must suffer it with me. Anyways, let's continue playing Great Ace Attorney.
Oh, it's an open world JRPG. I'll have to look into it.
But is it not conceivable that the window was open at the time and
Not even remotely. Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it.
I leave
Is
my
that
windows
too
open
hot?
24/7, 365 days a year.
Yeah, that's how you get big and tough.
Yeah. It's too hot.
You gotta be cold
otherwise.
sometimes. I mean, to be fair, I also, like, open my window in the middle of winter sometimes. You gotta be cold before you go to bed, otherwise you don't sleep as good.
Exactly.
You have to come pre-chilled. It's like, lately I've been going out on my balcony at, like, 1 in the morning, when it's, like, just underneath, like, freezing. And it's like, I am in a nightgown, and no coat, no nothing. And I just sit out there for, like, 15 minutes before I go to bed, because then it makes getting into bed all the nicer.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, so it's
Everybody
not wrong.
likes cold blankets, cold bed. I love when my, like, memory foam, like, mattress is
Yeah!
frozen.
Yeah,
the
that's so good!
It's the best.
It's the best. It's the best whenever it's cold, because, like, the way that I like sleeping is my room has to be as cold as possible, but I sleep under, like, 3 blankets with a heating pad.
See, I couldn't do
That's
the
the
heating
ideal.
pad. That's too much.
That's the ideal. See, I like the heating pad because it turns off after just, like, a couple hours. So, like, it basically just, like, preheats the bed for you. And then you also get, like, the relief from the cold.
And then
Like,
when you
as
wake up,
quickly
it's
as
cold.
possible.
When you wake up, it's
Yeah,
cold. And
exactly.
then you wake up faster because you're like, oh, it's cold. It's like a shock to the
Yeah, and then if
system.
you're... Yeah, and then if you're, like, hesitating on getting out of bed because it's too cold, that's what... You just put the heating pad back on until you're warm again.
Oh, that's smart, actually.
Perfect. Yeah. Anyway, let's listen to Van Sykes being wrong.
No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter.
Duh.
I mean, I guess we're not Londoners. Novella, I bet you know Drake and Josh. I've only heard about Drake and Josh, actually.
Novella
Like,
doesn't watch movies or
it
TV.
it was just like a year or two before my time.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Am I making you feel old?
I'm old!
You're a year older than me! You're 1 year older than me! Whenever I say, oh yeah, it was like
30.
1 year before my time. It's also because, like, I was mostly, like, introduced to, like, teen sitcoms through shit like Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place. So, like, those are the ones I watched first, and I think Drake and Josh came out, like, around that time. So I didn't, like, move on to, like, the Nickelodeon shows, like iCarly or Victorious or whatever, until after Drake and Josh had pretty much finished.
Yeah, Drake got canceled.
Drake got canceled?
Oh, yeah.
What did he do?
Apparently he was, like, texting, like, a 13-year-old or something? I don't know.
Oh, gross!
Yeah.
Disgusting! Ew!
Dang!
That's the defense. Postulate the scenario in all seriousness, counsel. Do you earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garredeb's wife?
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be, right?
I believe it's a
I believe his
possibility,
ex-
my lord.
and I think his ex accused him of abuse as well.
Oh,
Ah,
yuck.
double ew!
That's quite enough. It's probably Miss Garredeb.
Yeah, there it is.
Well,
I hope that everyone can see you for what you are now, you little— Oh, god damn it, you
Uh-oh! Now Novella's
you
gonna
little
get
trickster,
canceled.
yeah? Not if I just avoid the racist parts. It's like whenever you have a piece of perfectly good food and you just, like, cut around the mold.
Ew.
Listen,
Not
you gotta do it
perfectly-
sometimes.
It's not a perfectly good piece of food if you have to cut around the mold.
I mean, if it's cheese. You
Yeah,
can eat
but
cheese with
the
some mold on it.
contradiction- Yeah, but the contradiction is it's not perfect.
Yeah, but it's perfectly fine if you just get rid of the mold.
But it's not perfectly fine because it has mold.
Yeah, but once you take it off, it's perfectly fine.
It could be fine.
Yeah. That is what I said.
No, but when it has the mold, it's
You call yourself
impossible
a
for
lawyer,
it to
but
be
you're-
perfect.
You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward, yeah? A mean coward, yeah?
Really?
Claiming that our little tiff set the whole neighborhood alight. Honestly, yeah? So she just confessed to being his wife.
Yeah, and that they had a fight.
Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake. How could you, yeah? It's nothing to do with this beastly case, not any of it, yeah? All you've done is sully our family's name, yeah?
No, I assure you that that was never my intention.
But you want the mold if it's cheese? I don't want to eat mold.
Cheese is mold.
I guess. But, like, I don't want extra mold on my cheese.
You don't
No
want a
blue
different
shit.
type of mold. But what if you're eating blue cheese?
Yeah, it's like... I've never tried blue cheese, and I don't wanna. Mold's gross.
You gotta try new things.
I do try new things. I tried takoyaki just the other day.
Did you like it?
I also tried eel. I did not like the takoyaki, just because of the texture. The taste, completely perfect. The texture, just... It did not agree with me.
What was the texture? Was it
Barbecue
slimy?
eel, though. It kinda. Like, it's the kind of, like... I don't know how to properly describe it. It's like... If meat was 50% liquid.
It sounds like it was undercooked.
Maybe it could have been.
Like maybe the pancake batter was undercooked.
It could have been. It could have been.
I'll Novella tries more. new
But, like,
things
yeah,
to eat.
I was not a fan of the... I was not a fan of the texture. And also, but I will say, barbecue eel. That was good.
Oh yeah?
It tasted like butterfish, but like a little smoky.
Does it have barbecue sauce on it?
It did not.
Oh,
I don't know
good.
if you could ask for it because it is still sushi. It is still on like the bed of sushi rice, and it still has like a little wrap of seaweed on it. So I don't know
hate barbecue
if
sauce.
barbecue sauce would be good.
So I heard barbecue and I was
Me
I
too.
just instantly thought barbecue sauce and I was like, nah, nope.
No, I think it's just like very lightly like cooked on a barbecue.
Oh.
Yeah, because it did have like that smoky flavor that you get from barbecued meat. But it was fish and it was good.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah. I will say the only barbecue sauce that I like is McDonald's barbecue sauce, and that's because that's not even barbecue sauce.
I haven't had McDonald's in so long.
I also haven't, actually. I kind of switched to eating Dairy Queen chicken strips for a bit.
I'm gonna have it after work tomorrow. That's gonna be my dinner tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. Novella and Val, have you tried red velvet cake? I love red velvet cake. My birthday cake last year was red velvet.
I hate red velvet cake.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it tastes like food coloring.
Really?
Yes.
See, I've never had that.
Really?
I think it's because, like...
Its whole thing is it's just, like, filled
because...
with food coloring.
I mean, not real red velvet. Usually the coloring in red velvet is caused, I believe it's from...
Beets?
I think it's beetroot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So it's like, and beets are already kind of a sweeter vegetable, along the same lines as carrots. So...
I also hate all vegetables, so... That might do it.
You mean you're not gonna try fucking beetroot?
We had a lady at work once, and somebody at work gave her like a big bag of beets, and she's like, "Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna make this for dinner for me and my kids." And then the next day, she comes in and she gets a phone call, and she's like, "I have to go. My kid is pissing blood at school." And we were like, you ate like 30 beets yesterday, right?"
Yeah, like those are very, very red.
That's all that it was.
Like,
It was
of course.
because of the beets. But I guess she didn't know that it does that. It turns your pee red.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is fair. You get a
I
call
will
like
say,
that and you
and this-
freak out.
Yeah, exactly. I will say, and this might be a little TMI, but like my birthday cake last year had so much like blue food coloring used in the the cake batter that when I went to the bathroom it was green. So like yeah, that can happen. I regret saying this. Can we move on?
Colorings in like food and clothes and stuff are wild. One time at work, I was wearing
They
like
are.
blue jeans, and they were like a navy blue jean, and I like took them off when I got back from work, and I had been working like outside in the sun all day, and I had sweat so much that my legs were blue and my feet.
Oh my god.
And like it wouldn't wash off for like a really long time.
You were turning into one of the aliens from Avatar.
I was turning into a Smurf.
You were turning into a fucking Smurf! Alright, I don't know if I read this line
I don't think
yet.
you did.
Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud, simply to divert attention from your failing defense, nya?
Oh,
You slapped him!
you slapped that man!
He didn't do anything to you!
He just works for the city. What the fuck?
What is wrong with you? You did it. You killed him.
You did
Or
it.
you killed her. You tried to kill her. You did it.
You
I
thought-
should box warriors.
I
That's
have
what
an
should
idea.
do.
I have an
Yeah.
idea. I have an idea. She
Oh.
thought that was Mary.
Ooh. Ooh. That could be it.
That could be it.
I should box your ears. That's what I should do, nya. It's utterly unforgivable, nya.
Too
Oh
right.
god, what voice is this man? Okay.
He's the Australian guy. Oh, here we go. How long have we sat here now, listening to this
guy shouting out
You
his
get
fancy
canceled! You get canceled!
His fancy foreign theories. Actually, I think Vernon gets canceled because this guy's Australian.
Oh, you're right. Canceled by proxy.
But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim,
He's the one you used to offend me personally.
is that little hunchback with the mustache, and he ran away from the scene too.
How does that work? Oh, you know,
Oh, you know.
it just works.
Oh, I think I voiced this lady,
Mhm.
right? I think I voiced her.
I think so.
I do declare you're right.
I think you voiced this guy too.
Oh, did I?
I think so. I voiced the
It's
old
true.
man. Oh wait, no, maybe I was this
That's
guy.
right.
Wait,
Right, because I think you were having issues because he was like, you were like, oh, he's too close to Ryunosuke. If you want, I could take him over though,
okay.
because like you are voicing the majority of like the big characters.
I'm just trying to remember who voices the guy she just slapped. The roadwork guy.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
I
okay.
did that.
Okay. You've been to London? Is it cool? Did you see James May
Did you
and Richard
Did you
Hammond?
see Ryunosuke?
And Jeremy Clarkson? Did you see them?
Did you see the Magnus Institute? God.
Did you
I
see the
can't-
Queen and her dogs?
Yeah, did you see all the corgis? They have like at least 10 of them.
Did you see the fish and chips?
Oh yeah, did you eat the fish and chips? Great Ace Attorney reference.
Ace Attorney invented fish and chips.
Great. Yeah, Ace Attorney invented fish and chips. That's why I only started eating them in my apartment recently. It's mostly because haddock is fucking expensive.
It is. I had
It's like
bad
15
fish and
bucks
chips
for 4
yesterday.
fillets.
I went to a restaurant.
Oh,
and had
hell
bad
yeah.
Fish and chips. It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it was just
it's good.
mediocre.
Aw, that sucks.
Yeah.
See, I like the ones that you just cook at home. Just fucking throw them in the oven. You turn
Put
them
that
over
shit in
after
the air
like 10
fryer.
minutes. Yeah, put it in the air fryer. It's good. It's good. And then it's like you have like just a little side of vegetable.
No,
And, you know, perfect, well-rounded meal.
no. Just fish.
Yeah,
maybe mashed potatoes. Maybe.
Vegetables!
Or smiley
Okay,
french
but
fries.
that's- Yeah, and that's fine. But, like, you know, just have, like, a couple carrots. Or,
No.
like, a few little, string beans.
No, yuck.
What do you mean, yuck?
I don't eat vegetables.
But string beans are good! I'm gonna
Yuck.
grow some on my balcony soon.
Yuck.
No, not yuck.
I don't eat vegetables. Yucky. I have the palate of a 4-year-old.
See, I probably would as well, except my grandma is like, every once in a while she'll send me like a care package just full of food,
Mm.
and like she'll always be like, oh well, here are like 8 cans of vegetables, and I'm like, I need to do something with these 8 cans of vegetables. Thanks, Nan, for keeping my diet varied to some extent. I'm like a fucking like caged zoo animal. I need some variety or I'll fucking lose my mind and rip up my enclosure. Anyways, yes, what did I tell you? Yeah. Makes sense to me. I almost did the nya for him.
Sorry, what was that?
Well, it would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement.
The old man literally didn't hear what was going on.
What is your
He literally
position
did not
for
hear what
this?
was going on.
Oh,
Oh
Novella's
great, pour
favorite
another glass of wine you
line.
won't fucking drink!
In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then, One must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage. Do you savor them? You've never even sipped them! Stop wasting it!
No! Wait! Don't throw that wine! The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't...
The leg!
Ooh! Have we seen that before?
I think we have, and I think we made jokes about it. But it kills
like
me every
Dan's
time.
leg.
Why do you put your leg on the fucking table to
Because
prove
his
your
hands
point?
are full. His hands are full. Leave him alone.
You can. His other hand is not full. He can slam the desk another way.
It's,
This is the best pose in the series, though.
It's holding his ego.
Okay, you know what? That's good. I'll give you that one.
He lifted his leg really high.
He did.
I love Van Zykes. I really hope he gets like shot or something.
You know what? If he gets shot, I would also enjoy it. We're on the same page with this one.
If books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time, and don't study the ones in the accused's library because I hear they're practically unreadable.
Who told you that? I was keeping that to myself because it would make my defendant look bad.
Other people have been joking about it in the background. Do you think you hear every bit of courtroom gossip?
It was a wonderful trip to London. I had fish and chips. I learned about pounds, and Big Ben was awesomeness. The Buckingham Palace. Plus, I seen White Castle in London. Nice.
Ooh. White Castle, like the burger place?
Like the burger place.
That's a real question.
I mean, I don't know anything about London either. As far as I know, that could be the burger place.
Because we don't have them here in Canada. I want to go to a White
We
Castle.
don't have them.
They're famous
Yeah.
from the movie.
Also, they are. It is the burger place. All right.
Oh, hell yeah!
What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time?
In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's capability,
Culpability.
culpability for the court to hear.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty, yeah.
Guilty.
Guilty! Well, we lost.
Ah, cool. Natsume's dead. Natsume is fucking dead.
R.I.P., I guess. Maybe they'll burn his books with them. Because nobody else wants to touch
I
them.
don't. It's true, but I like you saying with them. How do you think people got executed in these times?
You know what?
'Cause
For some reason, witch entered my head, and I was like, oh, they're gonna burn him at the stake. I forgot which game we were playing, and in the Professor Layton one, they get burned to death when they lose.
Oh, okay.
And it has like the same
Professor
sort of aesthetic.
Layton is a little darker than I thought it was.
It's the Professor Layton Cross Phoenix Wright one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you actually like get to see somebody get burnt alive. It's rad.
Oh God, all right.
Thank you for that unambiguous response.
That's twice now. It's over.
Mr. Naruhodo,
And then
don't
Susado's
give
gonna be
up.
like, oh, here's another law thing that can make us not lose.
Are you ready for another tutorial? Miss
Susanoo,
Have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet.
you're not suggesting.
Of course, the defense has the right to another summation examination at this point. You can still
Oh, we can just do as many of them as we want, huh?
change their minds. You have one more chance.
My lord, the defense asked to exercise its right to a summation examination.
Huh. Don't throw it. You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve?
I like that he
Don't
taunts you
fucking
by,
throw it.
like, putting it near his nose and his mouth.
He
Like,
does!
maybe I'm gonna drink it this time.
He just-
Look at this novella.
He just smells it! He just smells it! Who fucking does that? Who gets, like, and this isn't even about, like, wasting alcohol. This is about just, like, wasting something you can consume in general.
People do it all the time.
Why would you
actually.
have?
At a wine tasting, you smell it, you put it in your mouth, you swish it around, and then you spit it out.
That's dumb.
Did you not know that?
Beverages are made to be drank!
So you're telling me you would go- I want to take you to a wine tasting event. And I want you to get hammered.
That's probably what would happen, because I do not know anything about wine tastings, I'll be real. I'm just like, I'll be honest, the only wine that I've ever found that I like is the blackberry wine that my grandma gives me sometimes. So,
didn't know either?
I don't have much...
I guess it's
Huh?
not common knowledge. I thought it was common knowledge that you spit out the wine at wine tastings.
Yeah, no, whenever I hear, oh yeah, you go to a place and you get to try wine, I think, oh, you're going to drink it, right?
No, you get one sip,
'Cause that's
and
what-
then you spit it out into a bucket, just like the Homestucks did.
We are bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen!
Bringing it back. Every Ace Attorney streams the same.
Every Ace Attorney stream's the same. We're talking about the Homestuck bucket every single stream.
Let's turn Van
Amazing.
Sykes' wine glass into the Homestuck bucket.
No! Disgusting!
Do you believe you still have tricks up your sleeve?
Vernon, what the fuck did you just send to the memes chat?
Join the Discord today. Links in the description down below.
Yes. Join the Valerie Valkyrie Discord, link in the video description.
I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no
heard
time
it
to
here
be
first.
downcast.
Sorry. You heard it here first, folks. Wine tastings are just rich people's Homestuck. Okay,
Oh,
but wait a minute. In the Homestuck video, didn't they also drink from the bucket?
Yeah, at the end they all drink from it.
Yeah, I don't think they do that at wine tastings, 100th Assassin.
Maybe there's some freak in the back. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, the wine
okay, buddy.
tasting freak.
The tasting's over, here's the buckets, and then he just drinks them all like
This is my favorite.
Their job description is the freak.
the freak.
And every wine tasting needs one.
And he has to talk like that, like
Yeah, you get trained like you're one of those like people who play the Disney princesses at Disney World.
they dress you up as a goblin though.
They do. They dress you up as like a little gremlin.
And you have to
They
stay
make
there
you look like a bog
24/7.
monster.
You stay there forever. You don't get to go home
You just
anymore.
stay there. Yeah.
The instructor waits till
The
the end,
instructor-
mixes all the buckets together, and then takes them home to feed the creature in their basement.
Yeah, I'm just imagining some like golem looking little creature.
And the golem from the,
Like that thing from the
from the trailer, from the Gollum trailer, that looks nothing like Gollum.
yeah, the fucking like Disney-fied golem.
Yeah.
As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined.
I'm sorry.
Fuck, I was gonna bring this back to like a topic that we discussed like during stream setup, but it has completely slipped my mind now. Fuck.
Be continued.
What do you mean to be continued? Is that the end of the stream?
I think that might be the end of the stream.
What? Yeah, because like I don't feel like we're gonna get a better place to leave off on, but at the same time, that felt very sudden.
It did.
Did they just need a place for the gamers to save? So that people wouldn't be tempted to, like, piss in bottles while playing Great Ace Attorney?
In case they forget that the game autosaves, like, constantly.
Yeah!
Or that you can just save whenever you want. Do you think being a trucker would be, like, really fun because you get to pee in bottles? Or do you think that's, like, a bad part of the job?
I feel like that's a bad part of the job, Val. Not gonna lie. I would not like to piss in a bottle.
No, I don't think I would either. But it's different
I'm
for
glad
other
we're in
people.
agreement on that, I guess.
Some people, it's, like, easier. To
It's
pee in the
true.
bottle.
That is true.
Other people, it's not easy.
See, I think I would like being a trucker because it's the only way that I would get through the extensive lists of podcasts that I want to listen to, and I would actually, like, listen to audiobooks and stuff.
That's true. You can also just shut down a whole country whenever you want.
Oh god, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that. I feel like we'll start a whole war of comments. We don't want to deal with that.
That's a can of worms that's staying closed.
It's staying closed. I'm not having people arguing in the fucking comments about that. Fuck, we heard enough about it when it happened. Val, I hear a hint of evil in that laugh.
Is there a job?
God, I want a divorce.
Is there a job that like lets you do evil laughs, like for real, and like not
Voice
acting,
actors.
not acting. Like,
Oh,
can an evil person just evil laugh, and that's like part of their job?
I mean, if you're a chuny, that's every job.
That's true. But I feel like
You
they
can
would
just
get
do
fired
that.
if they did that.
I mean, it depends. Like, are you dealing with the public? I feel like jobs where you don't have to deal with the public, you can get away with a little bit more because you don't get old people being like, oh, this person was just a little bit weird. We want to get you fired. I guess VTubing as well. It depends. Like,
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
and HR
when you're VTubing, what?
and HR.
HR. I missed that part of the comment. I just saw VTubing and I was like, oh, that's the end of that comment. God, I love to imagine the HR people at the foundation just breaking out into evil laughs. The HR people are very nice, I should mention that. Like, no hate to them, they've been very kind to me, but like, I just love the idea of people in their offices just practicing their evil laughs.
We should go to the talking screen, actually.
Divorce. To anyone who doesn't know what I'm referencing,
That got cut off.
look up John, I
perfectly.
want a divorce.
Divorce.
We've been like quoting it at each other for years. Divorce. It's not funny, John.
That's all you do is laugh. Every time I try to be serious, you laugh. You're just so cute. That's the worst line in that. That's the worst part.
It is the worst one. That one actually kind of makes my skin crawl. Because it's like, don't say that.
No wonder she wants to divorce John.
No wonder she wants to divorce John.
Do you think they got hired for any, like, acting jobs because of that video?
I hope so. I hope someone saw the guy from John, I Want a Divorce, and was like, yeah, you're from John, I Want a Divorce, and we're going to hire you for this acting job.
But like,
And I imagine the guy going, because that's just his normal laugh.
that's just how he normally laughs. He wasn't even acting.
That's just his normal laugh.
That was
he's
actually
not,
just
he's
a
not
real
acting.
couple just standing there, and the cameras were still
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah. God, that's such a good video.
I had to think about what I want for dinner.
Oh, same. I got mini pizzas today when I went grocery shopping. And I can also try the fudge that I made. I forgot to mention this before. So, I made fudge before the stream, and it took a long fucking time. It took like an hour and a half to make it. And, see, I'm thinking back to my apprenticeship, where at one point I was like, hey, I have all of these, like, candy molds that I've picked up from, like, Michael's over the years, because I really like the idea of candy making, but I never get around to doing it very often. But I have, like, all these molds in, like, different motifs, mostly Halloween ones, because, I mean, look at me. But, you know, I've got a couple that are like, oh, here are some, like, simple star shapes, here are some bunnies, here are some bows, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's like I have, like, 13 candy molds at this point, and I was like, this week I went through a whole thing where I lost an important document, and I spent 2 days searching my apartment for it. And then had to spend like an extra day getting shit together to replace it, all while being afraid that I just lost the cool new job I just got. Which is why I couldn't do anything for April Fool's Day, but that's besides the point. So basically, I'm making
What do you
fudge,
mean?
and I'm remembering
You
back
did
to my
something on
apprenticeship
April
where at one
Fool's?
point I tried to make fudge. Sorry?
You did stuff on April Fool's. You did my whole stream.
That is true. I did the whole stream. But yeah, so it's like during my apprenticeship, I tried making them, and I think I made them wrong because I took them out of the molds, and they congealed into this, like, barely edible goo that did not taste like chocolate. So, I think it's because I didn't use enough chocolate the first time, so I'm really hoping I used enough this time.
Let's hope. I'm sure it'll turn out.
Let's hope. I'm hoping so too. Technically, you only gotta put them in the fridge for like 4 hours, and I used like a pretty shallow mold for like some testing ones. So I'm going to try once I'm done my dinner, because I want to make my family fudge for Easter to flex. But I mean, I'm not very good at it.
I barely bake.
So-
I have a stand mixer, and it's been in my apartment
Ooh.
since I moved here. And I think I've used it
Stand
like
mixers
once.
are good. You should use them more often.
I
Make
should, but
yourself
then I have to
some
go and
cupcakes or
like
something.
I have to go and buy the ingredients.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Like, I used to make, like, chocolate chip cookies from scratch back in high school, like, pretty frequently. And it was enough that, like, I could have, like, 5 cookies a day for, like, a week and a half, and I still have enough cookies. But, I mean, it takes a lot of ingredients. It's like, you need white and brown sugar,
Ugh!
and you need, like, all kinds of, like, fucking vanilla extract, you need, like, the chocolate chips, you need flour, you need milk, you need eggs, you need, like, all this stuff, and it's like, that's so much.
I know. Like, you have to know that you want to bake something this week when you go to the grocery store.
Yeah, it's like, and it's expensive to get all the fucking ingredients, so
Yeah.
half the time you're like, it's not even worth it.
I just want to make homemade bread soon. I
Yeah!
have a very good recipe.
Yeah! And I
Yeah.
know that recipe, I know it's really fucking good.
So good, dude.
Ah! I also want to make that bread at some point because, holy shit, it is like the peak bread.
It is.
I don't know if we should say where we got the recipe because it might give too much away.
It will.
It will. Okay.
So
Okay.
you guys
I thought
never
so,
get
but I
to
was like,
know.
you
It's
guys
our
will never
bread
know.
recipe.
Bread.
Bread.
All right. Anyways,
I do have Pillsbury cookies, like the ones.
Ooh,
that are, like,
those are good.
pre-made,
I
and
made
then you
those.
just put them in the stove.
yeah, I made those, like, just the other day because I really liked, like, whenever I was a kid, I really liked the pumpkin sugar cookies they would have around Halloween.
Those are so good.
You're so good, and now they have, like, Easter versions of it. So it has
They've always
bunnies
had
on
Easter
it.
Ones.
Sorry?
They've always had Easter ones.
Have they always had Easter ones?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They've always had Easter ones
Anyway.
and Christmas ones.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about any of that.
Yeah, every holiday season you can get them. They're so good. But I got the chocolate
They are
chip
so-
ones. Because you can get them in, like, the
Ooh.
tube. But you can also get them in, like, a sheet. And there's, like, 2 different kinds.
Oh.
And one's, like, coins and one's chunks. And chunks is better.
Mm.
They have a better size and a better consistency.
Yeah, because there's got to be, like, a little more cookie to contain the chunks.
Yeah. But anyway, now I'm
I
getting
will
hungry.
say, mentioning the chocolate chip cookies from Pillsbury makes me remember a time in high school where me and a friend stopped by the local grocery store, which is kind of out of the way, before we went home, and we picked up like a tube of cookie dough, and we just fucking ate handfuls of it on the way home.
That's not safe.
It's not, but like nowadays, because I looked at the box of the bunny cookies, and it said on the back, yeah, it's safe to eat raw.
Oh my god. Who would do that though?
They learned that people eat cookie dough raw, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna change our recipes. This way it works whenever you eat it raw.
Who would eat the bunny ones raw though? I feel like chocolate
I tried.
chocolate chip ones, like yeah, that dough makes sense.
Yeah.
But like sugar cookie dough? Nah.
I did try one raw just to like see what it tasted like. Not great. I would prefer them cooked. But like chocolate chip cookie dough raw is the shit.
You have bread maker.
Anyway,
I don't.
we've
I
been
just
carrying
use
this
a
on long
stove.
enough. I'm sorry.
I just have a stove and an oven. But yeah, if you
Yeah.
like the stream and you're not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah!
Hit the bell.
Subscribe right now!
There's links down below to Novella's channel and her Twitter. Subscribe and follow. There's also links to my Twitter and my Discord if you want to follow me and join the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord. We post funny videos there sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post
Talk
one
about,
right
like,
when the stream is over.
Bad food takes.
Why did I do that?
And me being bad at video games and Vernon just destroying things that I had a whole bunch of trouble with, and he does it in 2 tries. It took me 3 weeks to beat that flaw in Vernon. And you come in here and you say, oh yeah, I got my 2nd try. Okay.
Vernon pro gamer moments.
You could have at least lied. Pro gamer.
Amazing.
Maybe they patched it to make it easier.
I have never played a Kingdom Hearts in my life, but I assure you they did not.
He said Val had a lot of trouble, and she's a pro gamer, so let's make it easier for everybody else. That's my new canon.
They were just watching you play Kingdom Hearts the first time you played Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. Yeah, they were like hacking my PlayStation and watching. They're like, she's the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, so she has to have a good time.
And if she doesn't, we have to nerf
Yeah, we
the
gotta
entire
fix it.
experience.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But with that, everybody, be safe, have fun, don't burn books, and we'll
Don't
see
burn
you
books and don't
all-
burn your hands in potato.
That's what I was gonna have for dinner tonight. I was gonna have that exact same meal. I was gonna see if I could defend my honor. See if I could do it right without burning my hand to a crisp.
I mean, even if you burn your hand, it's fine. You have a PS5.
That's true. Can't feel pain if you own a PS5. That's just facts.
No,
baby.
it's physically impossible.
Nothing bad can happen to you if you own a PS5 unless you get robbed.
Unless you get robbed, in which someone else has taken the PS5. They've taken your blessings from you, and now you are left with the curse.
It's like the thundercloud in Mario Kart, except it gives you good feelings instead of kills you. It just makes everything okay.
Amazing. Also,
It's me, Val. I'm the PS5.
Oh my
Speaking
God.
to you inside your brain.
Whoa, I can hear it.
the stream's gone on too long. The stream's gone on too long.
Okay, bye everybody.
Just
Bye
quoting
bye.
TikToks. Bye. See you next time.